Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Golden Bachelorette Charles L. shares his top 2 choices for Joan. The first season of the Golden Bachelorette is rapidly coming to a conclusion. Will Joan Vassos find the second great love of her life? Fans will have to tune in to find out. But her former suitor, Charles Ling, revealed his top 2 choices for her. Golden Bachelorette fans adore Charles Ling. Mark Anderson was supposed to be the fan favorite of the Golden Bachelorette. Viewers already met him when Kelsey Anderson brought Joey Graziati home to meet her family on The Golden Bachelor. Mark is now Joey's future father-in-law. While Mark has many fans, viewers immediately took a liking to another contestant. Charles Ling charmed viewers with his wholesome attitude. They also felt for him when he struggled to accept his wife's death. He was able to get closure when Guy, a doctor, explained the details of how Charles' wife died. Charles L. connected with viewers, but unfortunately, didn't connect with Joan Vassos. He was sent home on the October 9 episode. Mark also failed to find love with Joan and was sent home in last week's episode. Guy is one of the 4 men remaining. He joined Chuck, Jordan, and Pascal as the last 4 suitors. One of them will hopefully get Joan Vassos' final golden rose. Fans gushed over Charles Ling in a recent Reddit thread. One fan wrote, "We need to wrap Charles in bubble wrap and protect this man. He is so precious. He was and still is my favorite person to grace the Golden franchise so far." Another added, "Charles is hands down my very favorite man on the show, possibly annually of the shows. He deserves everything he ever wants." A third Redditor wrote, "Charles is the best thing to happen to this franchise ever." His top 2 choices for Joan. Charles Ling recently spoke to Glamour magazine about his time on the show. The Golden Bachelorette alum revealed his reaction to getting eliminated. But during his time in the mansion, he had a unique perspective of Joan's relationship with the other suitors. He told the magazine his prediction for Joan's final 2. The excitement on the Golden Bachelorette continues to grow. And as the drama unfolds, hearts are racing and love connections are forming. In this special season, viewers are treated to a unique experience watching Joan, the leading lady in her golden years, navigate the challenges of finding love once again. As she narrows down her options, the men vying for her heart are stepping up in every way possible. But one contestant, Charles L., has captured everyone's attention not only for his charm, but for his candid insights into the journey he's on. Today, we dive into Charles' top 2 picks for Joan and why he believes they're the best match for her. Charles L.'s journey so far. Charles L. has been a standout on this season of The Golden Bachelorette since day 1. With his charismatic personality, warm smile, and effortless elegance, Charles has been an undeniable favorite, both with Joan and the audience. He comes across as someone who values deep, meaningful connections, and throughout the show, he's demonstrated a clear understanding of the nuances that come with dating later in life. Having been widowed several years ago, Charles has openly discussed how his previous marriage shaped his understanding of love, and he's spoken at length about what he's looking for in his next chapter. From the start, it was evident that Charles wasn't on the show just for a fleeting romance or the glitz of reality TV. He's been genuinely invested in Joan's journey, often offering her a listening ear, a shoulder to lean on, and even advice when the other men have been overwhelming her. But it's not just his thoughtful nature that makes Charles stand out. It's his keen eye for compatibility. He's not just invested in his own love story with Joan. He's been paying close attention to her connections with the other men. And now, as the group dwindles, Charles has revealed his top 2 picks for Joan's heart, and his reasons are compelling. Pick number 1, David, the gentleman with a heart of gold. David has been one of the more understated men in the competition, but Charles has taken note of the quiet strength and genuine kindness that David exudes. While some of the other men are loud and flashy, David is the kind of man who doesn't feel the need to compete for the spotlight. He's calm, collected, and his interactions with Joan have been marked by a sense of ease and tranquility that Charles believes is essential for a long-lasting relationship. "I've seen the way Joan lights up when David is around," Charles explained. There's no pretense with him, no trying to be something he's not. He's just David. And I think at this stage in life, that's what Joan needs. Someone who is comfortable in his own skin, who isn't trying to impress her with grand gestures, but who shows up every day with his heart on his sleeve. Charles has also pointed out the way David has been respectful of the other men, never getting into petty arguments or trying to tear anyone down. That's a sign of maturity, Charles said. David doesn't need to play games or undermine anyone else. He's focused on Joan, and that's why I think they have something real. In one of the earlier episodes, Joan and David shared a deeply emotional conversation about the loss of their spouses, and it was clear that they connected on a level beyond the superficial. Charles has said that this conversation stuck with him because it showed how in tune David is with Joan's experiences and emotions. They understand each other in a way that's rare, he noted. It's not easy to find someone who's been through similar hardships and can relate to your journey of healing. I think that's why David is such a strong contender. Pick number 2, Michael, the adventurous spirit. On the other end of the spectrum is Michael, the adventurous, fun-loving man who has brought a sense of spontaneity and excitement to Joan's life. Michael has been the life of the party, always organizing fun group dates and making sure Joan is laughing and enjoying every moment. While David brings calm and stability, Michael brings joy and a zest for life that Joan seems to crave as well. Charles has spoken highly of Michael's ability to push Joan out of her comfort zone. Michael's got this energy about him that's contagious, Charles said. He reminds Joan that life is meant to be lived to the fullest, no matter what age you are. I've seen her eyes light up when they're together, and it's obvious that he makes her feel young and vibrant. One of the most memorable dates between Joan and Michael was when they went on a hot air balloon ride together. Joan, initially hesitant about the adventure, found herself laughing and holding Michael's hand as they floated above the scenic landscape. It was a defining moment in their relationship, showing that while Joan values security, she's also open to experiencing new things and embracing the unexpected. Charles has said that this balance is key in any relationship and that Michael offers Joan something that the other men don't, a chance to explore the world with someone who isn't afraid to take risks. I think Michael brings out a side of Joan that's more playful and carefree, Charles said. At this stage in life, you don't want to settle into something that feels too routine or predictable. Michael keeps things interesting, and I think that's why Joan is so drawn to him. Charles' perspective on the final decision. As the show nears its conclusion, Joan will have some difficult decisions to make. Charles, while hoping to win Joan's heart himself, has been honest about the strong connections he's observed between her and both David and Michael. He's expressed admiration for how Joan has handled the pressure of dating multiple men at once, and he's confident that whichever man she chooses, she'll make the right decision for herself. It's not about who's the flashiest or who puts on the best show, Charles said. It's about who makes Joan feel seen, heard, and loved. I think both David and Michael do that in their own ways. Joan is a smart woman. She'll know which path is the right one for her. As for his own journey, Charles remains hopeful but realistic. He's built a strong bond with Joan, but he knows that the competition is fierce. Still, he's grateful for the experience and for the opportunity to meet such a remarkable woman. No matter what happens, Charles concluded, I've learned so much about myself and what I want in a partner. And for that, I'll always be thankful.